To obtain the NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist certification, candidates must successfully pass the NS0-593 exam. If you are preparing for the Network Appliance NS0-593 exam, you can access the latest NS0-593 practice test provided by QuestionsTube. Our practice test specifically addresses and alleviates the concerns associated with the exam. By using QuestionsTube NS0-593 questions, you can streamline your study process and ensure that you are well prepared to pass the NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist exam and become a NetApp NCSE ONTAP Specialist. The NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist certification is designed for individuals at the specialist level who want to demonstrate their abilities in resolving issues, analyzing problems, and resolving difficulties with NetApp ONTAP Storage Systems. How to earn the NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist certification. Prerequisite: NetApp Certified Support Engineer NS0-194. Requirement: NS0-593 NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist exam. At QuestionsTube, we understand the challenges faced by candidates with limited time to prepare for the NS0-593 exam for NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist. To address this, we provide the most up-to-date NS0-593 practice test, which is designed to help you overcome these challenges and successfully prepare for the NS0-593 exam. Our practice test consists of real NS0-593 questions, aiming to assist you efficiently and effectively in your exam preparation journey. Explore the impact that QuestionsTube can have on your journey towards the NCSE NS0-593 exam. Evaluate the characteristics of the NS0-593 practice test and witness firsthand how we are transforming the preparation process for the NetApp Certified Support Engineer ONTAP Specialist NS0-593 exam through our complimentary demo. QuestionsTube is dedicated to assisting you in successfully passing your NS0-593 exam on your initial attempt with our authentic NS0-593 exam questions. 1. A customer's storage administrator informs you about the deactivated automatic switchover (AUSO) feature on their Metro Cluster IP environment. What information would you tell your customer in this scenario? A. The AUSO feature cannot be activated due to a non-mirrored aggregate. B. The AUSO feature is not available in Metro Cluster IP installations by design. C. A faulty link automatically deactivated the AUSO feature. D. This is a configuration failure. You can activate that feature for the customer. Answer: A. 2. You have a customer complaining of long build times from their NetApp ONTAP-based data stores. They provided you packet traces from the controller and client. Analysis of these traces shows an average service response time of 1 millisecond. CO's output confirms the same. The client traces are reporting an average of 15 milliseconds in the same time period. In this situation, what would be your next step? A. The cluster is responding slowly and requires further investigation using performance archives. B. The client that reports high latency should be investigated. C. The cluster interconnects should be investigated. D. A sync core should be triggered. Answer: B. 3. Your customer mentions that they have accidentally destroyed both root aggregates in their 2-node cluster. In this scenario, what are 2 actions that must be performed? Choose 2. A. Rejoin the second node to the recreated cluster. B. Recreate the cluster from the local backup. C. Install ONTAP from a USB device. D. Recreate the cluster from the remote backup. Answer: A, C. 4. Which 2 automation methods does NetApp ONTAP Select support? Choose 2. A. REST. B. Ansible. C. Docker. D. PHP. Answer: A, B. 5. You have a new VMware vSphere cluster with SXI 7.0 U2 hosts. The hosts are connected to a 4-node AFFA 400 NetApp ONTAP 9.8 cluster with FC LUNs. You have a requirement to identify and follow IOs from each VM on the shared FC LUN-backed data stores for troubleshooting purposes. In this scenario, which VMware feature is supported by ONTAP software to accomplish this task? A. Network I/O Control, NIOC. B. Virtual Machine ID, VMID. C. Storage I/O Control, SIOC. D. vSphere Cluster Services, VCLS. Answer: B. 6. Your customer complains about missing volume snapshot copies on a SNAP mirror destination. While investigating this case, you notice an executed SNAP mirror resync operation in the event logs of the system. In this scenario, what is the cause of this problem? A. Newer snapshot copies than the common snapshot that was chosen for resync were removed automatically at the destination. B. The auto-delete option removed snapshot copies before the resync. C. Snapshot copies were manually removed from the destination after the resync. D. NetApp ONTAP System Manager removed these snapshot copies due to a snapshot schedule. Answer: A. 7. Your customer installed the shelf firmware for their NS224 shelf over a week ago, and the firmware has not upgraded on Shelf 1 Module B. The customer wants to know what the next steps would be to get the firmware upgraded after verifying that the shelf firmware is indeed loaded onto the system. Which step would you perform to complete the firmware upgrade? A. Reseat the NSM100 module. B. Reseat the disk in Bay 0. C. Power cycle the shelf. D. Reseat the PSU of the shelf. Answer: C. 8. You are optimizing your cloud volumes ONTAP. For interoperability and consolidation purposes, you need to know the storage limits. In this scenario, which source should be reviewed? A. NetApp Cloud Volumes ONTAP Release Notes. B. Hardware Universe. C. Interoperability Matrix Tool, IMT. D. Cloud Central. Answer: C. 9. A customer with an FC Metro cluster configuration that is running NetApp ONTAP 9.8 software experienced a site outage and wants to know why the Metro cluster configuration did not switch over to the other site. What are 2 reasons for this problem? Choose 2. A. There was a failed PSU in the switchover site. B. The ISLs were down between the sites. C. The site had unmirrored aggregates. D. An ISL link was not operating at 16 gigabits per second. Answer. B. C. 10. Which two throughput elements are controlled by host applications? Choose 2. A. Operation size, B. Jitter, C. Concurrency, D. Latency. Answer. B. D.